Hello, everyone. I don't know where you are right now. Maybe on a morning walk, or scrolling at 2 a.m., maybe lying in your bedroom. But if you have been feeling anxious, feeling stuck in your head, or overthinking everything to the point of burnout, this video is for you. You say you're overthinking, you say you feel anxious all the time, you lie in bed scrolling, spiraling, and wondering, like, what the hell is wrong with me? But let me be real with you. It's not your thoughts that are ruining your peace. It's actually what you believe about your thoughts. That they mean something terrible, that somehow they prove that you're broken, behind, or never going to be okay. But what if your thoughts are just noise? What if you never had to fight them to be free? So let's now get into this. Here's what anxiety really feels. It's just not the nerves. It's actually your brain trying to control life because it doesn't trust that you can handle reality. That's actually very sad. You overthink. You believe something terrible will happen. And even worse, that you won't survive it if it does. And under all that are these silent rules that you've been living by. I must figure it all out right now. I can't mess this up. That I need to be confident, productive, calm, or successful by now, or I have failed. But here's the thing. Those thoughts aren't the facts. Those are demands you have placed on life, and when life doesn't obey, you panic. You did not just feel anxious, you demanded that life should be easy, fair, or make sense. And it didn't. So you cracked. But let me get straight with you. Anxiety feeds on unrealistic expectations. It grows when you confuse preference with necessity. It's okay to want things, but the second you demand them and attach your self-worth to getting them, that's when anxiety kicks in. Let's break down the lies that most people live with. The ones that fuel the anxiety like jet fuel. I must be liked by everyone. If I fail, I'm worthless. I'm feeling anxious. There's something wrong with me. If I'm not where others are right now in life, then I'm behind. If they reject me, I'm not enough. None of that is true. But it feels true, doesn't it? Because from the time you were young, you were fed these messages from school, from media, maybe even your own family. So now when someone doesn't respond, or your plans fails, your business fails, you just don't feel sad. You start questioning your whole identity. But listen, you are not anxious because of what's happening. You're anxious because of what you believe about what's happening. You think your worth is on the line, but your worth was never up for negotiation. Let's rewire this in real time. Let's take an example of a thought. If I fail, I am a failure. And now let's reframe this. I failed at something and it has nothing to do with my real value. And it tells us that our brain is actually used to reacting emotionally first, but you have the power to interrupt it. Let me give you Albert Ellis model. Very simple. And here it is, like A, B, C. So A is activating event. B is beliefs. You attach over to it. And C is consequences. So I'll explain what is an activating event. For example, activating event like someone ghosted you and now you're believing. B is like if they don't respond, if they don't like me, I'm worth nothing. And C, the consequences. And now you're suffering, having anxiety, having self-doubts. So this is A, B, C. Now most people here focus on A. They try to fix it. They try to change the events, and they are and they are begging the person to stay. They avoid conflicts. They basically overcompensate. But the game changer here is B. Change B. Change your beliefs. You stop giving events the power to define you, and you take that power back. Here's something no one told you while growing up. Being anxious or feeling anxious doesn't mean there is something wrong with you. It just means that your nervous system got triggered. That's all. Not a prophecy, not a death sentence, not a sign that you're failing in life. You can feel anxious and still show up. You can overthink and still act. You can have your own doubts and still create. The way out is not to kill all your thoughts, it's to stop letting them boss you around. You start healing the moment you stop saying, I can't handle this. And instead of that, you say, I don't like this, but I can handle it. That shift alone, that's your doorway out of the trap. Because once you stop resisting your feelings and start containing them, they stop controlling you. Let's not pretend this is easy. Changing how you think, especially thoughts you've been living in for years, and to change them, take guts. But emotional freedom doesn't come from good vibes or perfection. It comes from taking responsibility for your beliefs. You'll feel pain, you'll doubt yourself, you'll want to run, and in that moment, you'll have a choice. Will I let these emotions define me, or will I choose a more rational or resilient way of seeing life? That's the real mental health work. Not suppressing emotions, not pretending to be okay, but learning how to talk to yourself when you're not. Let me leave you with this. You are not fragile, you are not broken, you're just believing trash that never belonged to you. You don't need perfect thoughts to live a powerful life. You just need to stop treating every anxious feeling like it's a fact. You can feel the fear and still move. You can think the thought and still choose the truth. Anxiety won't ruin your life, but giving your power to it definitely will. So please take it back.